Hello.
Hello, here we go. Welcome, Jay.
Thanks for having me back on.
Well, thanks for coming. Yeah, it has been actually quite some time
Yeah, it has been.
when we were together on the show. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I haven't been doing.
how are you? How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I've been very busy with work and playing in my band and doing martial art classes and taking classes. So I always got something going on. Keep keep me active. Keep me busy.
Yeah, so tell me
And
like tell me like about your band because I actually you mentioned but I don't know what's your musical instrument like what you play on.
I play guitar.
Okay.
So
And
what?
it's
Well, I
really
I
great.
played since I was a kid. I was in bands all my life. Then, well, I was in one band that we were signed by a record label, and we toured all around. And when that was done, I kind of sold my stuff and never played for a while. Then I got together a bunch of musician friends and we started an 80s hard rock tribute band just for fun. So we've been gigging all the time because all the older people, they grew up on that music, right? So we stay pretty busy doing that. It's fun.
Yeah, that's actually great. So you've been playing the guitar and you've been playing on maybe on a different strings, strings called
Yeah.
Qigong, right?
And my laptop crashed on me, so I don't have a laptop right now, but I'm gonna get a new one here in a few weeks. Something I can. My phone works great
Yeah.
for doing this stuff, but I do want to. I like having YouTube open the same time I do shows, so I can read comments and stuff. So or look things up. So yeah, hopefully I can get a laptop here soon.
Oh yeah, it
It
sucks.
was on its
No,
way
it
out for a long
sucks.
time. It just finally died.
So yeah, hi cosmic voice.
No, Phil's here. That's cool. Yeah, I
Phil.
haven't been doing any shows. I haven't been doing any lives for quite a while there right now. I
Yeah, I
just didn't
noticed.
feel the energy. I didn't feel the energy for it. It didn't feel right. You know what I mean? Plus,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really into doing readings for people right now. I did a lot of them. I did tons of free readings. I did a lot of shows of readings for over 2 years and going on podcasts and shows. And it just kind of, I'm like, yeah, I didn't really feel like doing it anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, actually, you created another channel, right? As well.
I did. I don't know if I'm going to do anything with it yet.
Yeah,
Just in the,
that next level ascension. I put it actually to the
yeah,
description.
yeah. It's on the back burner right now. It's an idea I have for keeping things separate from my healing stuff. I'll keep my YouTube for what I do, not getting into, all this other stuff that we don't really know about that we just debate and talk about. You know what I mean? So I might use Next Level Ascension for that to have different guests to hear, their stories and what they've been through and all that kind of thing.
Hey, spiritual ascension is here. Welcome.
That, that's cool. We got two friends here now.
Yeah. So where's now
Yeah,
your focus? Your primary
yeah.
focus.
Yeah, I went through my YouTube and I deleted over 115 videos where I was doing readings and talking about galactic history and going through things with
Yeah.
people. So my YouTube right now don't even have that many videos. I don't even have no lives on there. I just wanted to
Oh
change
yes.
things up, right? And to change things up,
Oh
I want to
yeah.
get back into teaching people how to be their own spiritual master and do the self work because that's what we're missing right now, right? Like I don't
Yeah.
want to be involved in debating galactic history and this alien's good, that one's bad because I've been watching this play out and this going on for the last 20 years with YouTube and before podcasting become famous more or less now. Like, everyone's talking about topics, but these are the same topics I've been talking about for 20 years. I just find that it's just a running around circle for me to continue to you know what I mean, discuss and debate those kind of things because we don't really know. We all have our own experiences. Like I have my own experiences that may not gel with anyone else on what I say because it doesn't go along with their teachings, right? So
Yes. Mm-hmm.
so I just found, I've just going around circles by doing these kind of shows. So now I'm just gonna put out my celestial qigong, so people if they want to learn about that, how to heal themselves and energetically raise their body wattage, and the more we'll get into that tonight. The more you do that, the more you can access your own astral travels to open up portals and gates in our body that are pretty much shut down because we are much more than what we think we are. And everyone in
Yeah.
the disclosure community is playing victim trauma. You know what I mean? Poor me. I was gonna make a show called "Everybody's Nothing But a Loose Farming Piece of Shit." You know what I mean? Because that's the way that everyone's putting things out there. You know what I mean? No
Yeah.
matter what you do, people say we're trapped here, we're trapped. Oh no, if you go astral travel, you're trapped. Oh, if you try to escape, you're trapped, you're trapped, you're trapped, you're trapped. That's what's coming out
Hmm.
of the disclosure community mostly. You know what I mean? There's a lot of that, but we're not really trapped. We
Yeah.
are in a sense. We are in a sense, but not. That's kind of confusing to say.
Yeah. I mean,
Like I think
there's
that
like,
we are in a closed container system. I think something happened and we fell and we're here with a lot of other demonic entities that playing roles of the government and actors and even a part of the disclosure community and playing roles as certain alien races, right? I think they're dimensional beings that we could consider extraterrestrials or even demonic entities at the same time, even though there is good and bad. I think outside of here we do have our cosmic brothers and sisters that are assisting us within our inner knowing, like not channeling to us or coming here to save us, but working with us as I think a lot of us are parts of all them within our DNA of different races. I think we have because we're eternal beings. I think we all have ancient memory of our families over all past, right? So the more we do the work, the more we connect with ourselves for our inner knowing and ancient remembering for ourselves, not a part of a community or a clique or ancient texts or studies, right? Because I think a lot of that's been altered and hijacked throughout all these timelines.
yes. That's what I actually was talking about, like all of this distraction going on and who is pulling the strings, there's like
Yeah.
which is actually shaping, the direction where the actually, the collective mind and collective energy is going, uh,
Hmm.
which direction is energy going. So it's like really a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah. And what I'm finding is the most of it is people ain't looking for their inner truths. It's more about entertainment to get likes and views and famous on podcasts. You know what I mean? To bring people to hear about that stuff. People like the trauma, they like the dark stuff, they like the black op programs, they like the altars and SSP. And the fact is, like, if whether or not we have altars or not, like I did get messages about that before. Like, if there is the abuse, they're taking the abuse, so we don't have to. Like, we're here in this body in the realm that we live in now. Everyone's forgetting about that. We have to do the work here, right? No matter what's going on out there, because I don't know what's going on out there, but we are here. I'm like,
Yeah,
if people are getting into altars and stuff and going on about the trauma and being on the moon, but whatever, like, but we're the physical aspect of everything else is right here in the here and now that we need to do the work. Because there is many
yeah,
timelines. Like I timeline jump all the time. I don't know what the hell they are. Like I wouldn't say it's SSB or anything, but I go to different realms where things are going on. Like right now, my dreams are so crazy. I'm having four or five at the same time. They're overlays with each other.
absolutely. Yes, I mean, we are still here in this human body, and when we get to
We're here to do
navigate
the work here.
somehow.
That's what we come for. Yeah, we came here for this part, right? Like not to ignore us here and only focus on whatever else. Like we
Absolutely.
supposed we're like the way I'm seeing it, we're supposed to be healthy. We're supposed to have our energy raised because we're on low vibration where we can be controlled. And then I've been doing videos on this for a couple of years, but no one cares about that stuff, right? No one wants to do the work because they're basically as a society, we're quite lazy. We'd rather just watch spiritual gurus and read books instead of working on ourselves within our own DNA wisdom, right?
Yes, it's that comfort
I'm,
zone actually that people got used to so much. The comfort zone, just everything is at disposal. You have everything there, you know, no scarcity, no like literal scarcity, like witnessing war, there's
mm,
everything there, internet, plenty of food normally, usually. So it's like that benevolence, like the laziness. Yes.
I had to bring my screen bigger because I can't read the chat.
Okay,
Go ahead.
because I'm showing
I,
showing up the comments.
yeah,
So
no, I couldn't see them just because I'm on my phone, and
yes, I'm
when I'm on my phone,
actually.
when I'm on my phone a lot, my eyes get bad. I can't read it, so I had to bring up the screen a little bit bigger. So that's all right.
So
I'm just
yeah,
reading
there are
people
just
comments.
good comments. Yes, there are some really good comments. So I'm just
No, that's right.
pulling
Yeah,
them.
spiritual ascension. That's my biggest thing. Focus on what we're here for. And even though we don't know what we're here for, but I'm only going by what I've been doing for myself, right? By doing the energy work and doing my morning stuff, like it's transforming my life from day to day. I'm not living in a prison construct in my mind anymore. I'm kind of create my own days in reality just by, you know, I call it like when you're doing your breath work and affirmations or whatever it is people do, or doing qigong or yoga. If you get up in the morning early, you're doing it before the outside world chaos. You're doing your inner work before the outside world shines itself upon you. You know what I mean? Because we get all the outside crap that comes in on us that ain't really us. So if you can take that time a day to go into the no time, space time, be with yourself, you're not letting the outer world reflect your inner world.
Yes,
That
yes,
is
inner
important.
work
It
is
only takes 5 to 10
really.
minutes a day. I'm trying to teach people that it
Yeah.
only takes 5 or 10 minutes a day if that's all you want to do, right?
So, and how are the people that you teach actually? Are they like those that are already like having some practice, or they are just like they just want to feel better, make the change, or improve their health? What are those kind of people actually?
Well, here's the thing. Before I got on the internet, I was doing stuff in my own community, right? I was doing healing sessions on people that worked instantly. I healed a lot of ailments and diseases with people. Then since I've been online, I've been trying to teach it, and I went on a lot of podcasts about it. But in over almost 4 years of me being online, I never had nobody want to learn it. And I did a couple free sessions on people that worked really well, but that was it.
Mm-hmm.
And I did free sessions on people within the community that really helped them. But you know what I mean? I just find where I'm not a part of the clique, they don't bring it up. They'll go on the next day and talk about someone else because they're in the SSP and told them all this stuff. Then they recommend them, even though I healed them from a physical ailment, right? Anyway, I don't care. I'm doing this for myself. That's basically why I took half the stuff down off my channel. I'm not claiming to be no big guru or healer. Just if people want to learn it, I can teach them. They can see for themselves that doing the self work works, right? And if people want sessions, I'll do them for them. Actually, I did a session for a guy a few weeks ago. I guess I did have one, and yeah, that went really well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to take my glasses off here for a minute. I hate wearing glasses. I don't wear them very often. Just doing this stuff. Ah,
Okay,
all right.
but can you see the comments actually? Can you read? Is it okay for you?
Yeah.
Okay, because spiritual ascension has really good, comments. So I'm just pulling up.
Oh, all this talk of I was Odin. Oh, I was pregnant so and so. Oh yeah, yeah. No, I know. Well, here's the thing. I was trying to do free healing sessions to get no one interested, but everyone will donate like crazy to go to someone that claims to be an ambassador of a galactic thing. You know what I mean? It's easy for us to, that's why you're just putting yourself on a higher standard, on a pedestal to people when you're claiming to be something that you're not. I don't really want to call people out. All power to anybody who wants to say they are a wizard or a galactic president or an ambassador. Like it's
Yeah,
we're not, right? Like we're here. We're
yeah.
embodiment in this body.
That's why I say that there's so many, like mm, Jesus beings out there, archangel, whatever stuff like that. They identify themselves with these beings, but as I say, it sounds to me, like if you can hack the computer, you can hack anyone's biofield, and you can feel the need to validate yourself through this, whatever is
Hmm.
this identity. So it's like, just please understand that now in this lifetime, you are Jay Skyrunner, you know, I am as I am, who I am. Just be here and now, because now we are in
Yeah,
this body, in this
and we
lifetime,
do.
and we got a new
We can.
chance, you know.
Oh yeah, we have past lives or past timelines, right? And all that stuff. Like we can tap into that, and I think we because I had did it before. I think we can tap into other people's as well on a certain level. You know what I mean? Because we've been everywhere. We're eternal beings, but whether or not we're not the whole being or just a soul spark in this body, I think we lived as other dimensional beings or other races or whatever as at the same time. I think a lot of times we can get information from that. I'm not sure, right?
Yeah,
Like because I did have stuff that come to me as Pleiadian messages that helped me out. It was nothing bad. It weren't soon, soon, soon. It weren't all this other stuff. It was things that helped me out in my journey. So I'll take that as it was for me, right? Not it's not for me to put out to the public as, oh, look at me, I'm a Pleiadian channeler. It was no, these messages were for me. But the more you do your self work, the more you get in your own messages, right? Because I think we are, I don't know how to put that. I think we're bringing back like I call it like the sacred flame, the holy fire. You know what I mean? Like I think we're fire. A lot of people are fire creation. I think we're the ones that are
yeah,
getting ancient memory coming back to ourselves, not listening to spiritual teaching stuff that comes to us. We're kind of breaking down the frequency. That's why a lot of us are having like astral travel or jumping timelines or
yeah,
all the different things that people have, right? But I think a lot of people on this world are not they say NPCs, but I'm seeing it as kind of like they're sentient. They're like empty containers, but sentient. And they're going to run off whatever the government and all that stuff tells them. Because I see it in my hometown everywhere. Like they're just, I think they're almost like they're possessed by demonic parasites as well
mm,
that operate within them and control their mind. Right. I had a message one time saying these people, because they're sentient, they would have a chance to earn a soul, I guess, if, or not. Right.
yeah.
It,
Well,
it makes sense because it looks like a lot of
makes
people
sense.
are like it doesn't matter. Like you can put the files out. I'm just saying about alien disclosure. I think that's psyops, but at the same time, just for hypothetical, saying an alien ship could fly down here, land in someone's dooryard, and then they would just go, "Ha, fake." You know what I mean? There's people so brainwashed into not believing anything except for what the news and the media and the government tells them.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I would like to know. Like, how you feel like about this disclosure, so called, that is going on. You know, if there is like really something, you know, being disclosed, like if it's like real or it is just another we are being played out.
I think we're being played. Oh, and I was speaking about people not just following the system. Like I work with a lot of people like that. I work in construction and stuff. Like, man, there's people that still don't even know what a chemtrail is, or like, oh no, that can't be real, or you mentioned if I bring little things up, oh, they're going to disclose the alien files. Like, oh, wonder what kind of lie Trump's going to say today. You know what I mean? Like, everyone's on a weird mental level.
Yeah.
The way I see it, I just hope the
Mm,
fireballs and meteors and aliens come crashing down and eat people right now just to wake them up. You know what I mean? Like, this world can't
okay.
go on this way. Like, we live in a fucked up system. You know what I mean? You got to get up, go work, pay your taxes, buy inflated food, barely afford to live. Like, it's not
Yeah.
right. Like, we're not meant to live like this. We're
No, 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 absolutely
slaves. We're
not.
slaves.
It's
We always say people
inverted.
say this all the time.
It's
We're
not
slaves with the doors
absolutely. It's
open.
not meant to be like that.
No, no, it's
Obviously.
not. But the thing is, if we could stop that ourselves, you know what I mean? If people would actually do the inner work, as Cosmic Voice is saying, more love and stuff, like love yourself, do the work, heal yourself, get out of all the mundane things that we don't need. And if everyone, say, if I did that and I'm admitting my own better energy, and you did it, someone else did it, collectively, we're putting that energy out in the field, right? And if we all could, I think if we did that, we'd start realizing that, you know what, we can just I don't know how to put it. I can't say just revolt because they send the army in and kill us, but I think there's something we can do as a collective that help. Not
Mm-hmm.
ascension. It's not really ascension, but they call it ascension. But just to break that trap energy field that we're living in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Break free. from the cycle that is still going on, you know.
Yeah, it's been going on for a long time. It's like nothing new under the sun, right? Like we're still just playing out timelines in new bodies, still in the, like to say the days of Noah and the days of Lemurian Atlantis. We're still playing that out. I mean, I think we still have a lot of people that are actors and in the government that were these beings then.
Yeah, the new age concept of ascension is distorted. Oh, that's very accurate.
I call it descension.
Yes.
Like we should be descending.
Uh, well, I
I've
think,
seen I've seen things as
yeah.
an ups, like we're in the upside down, right? So if you had whatever dimensions, whatever people want to call them, from going up, we got flipped upside down, and we were already considered higher, but we're coming back up to the lower. Then we can flip to what base reality really was and go into the original first dimension, the one that weren't people could say simulation, hologram, whatever, or a digital copy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a lot of
That's
stuff going on that
interesting.
we don't know, right? Like I don't think we realize how much
Yes,
of a
absolutely. We
hell
are
realm that we could be in.
being fed breadcrumbs. There's so much more, you know.
Yeah, and no one knows, and there's no way anyone can say they know this or that. You know what I mean? I get information coming to me, but I'm always like, well, what the hell is that? That might not even be right. So I just focus
Hmm.
on the here and now because we got to make our life better here. We do like we have to, but it goes out on a such for me. I'm getting to the point now where it's like we're on we're on such a level that we are being poisoned by the food we eat in the media we hear. Like our food, if you look into our food, like what's being done to our food, that's just horrible.
Yes.
Like
Yes, that's
I
a
was
very good point. You know.
yeah, a lot of people are, people have autism, they have diseases. Every disease can be cured through food and energy work. You know what I mean? Like I know the guys I work with, like every day after work, their big thing is, oh, I'm gonna go home, have an 8 pack, and eat a burger and watch the game. You know what I mean? Like
Oh, yeah.
that's what people are like. So that's why I'm not saying I was an alcoholic myself. You know what I mean in the past, and I got myself out of shape, but I would always go back and get myself in shape, out of shape, in shape. It's like a big cycle that I would go through. But now, like I was back to eating bad and not really caring for the last little while, and I was getting stomach problems again. This is kind of I'm not telling people how to eat, but I went I'm on 30 days of strict carnivore diet now,
Hmm.
and all my aches and pains went away, and I lost 25 pounds in 1 month. Like that's the bit. To me, that was the best elimination diet there is. Right,
What's your
get
blood
rid of
group?
all the.
Blood type?
What? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I gotta figure out how to find that out. No, I don't know what
No,
my blood type is, but I think that if we want to eat like our ancestors, we should be more meat and more good fats.
I think that's very individual. Just everyone gets to listen its own body. What's more
No, it is.
convenient.
Yeah,
What actually is asking, because for some it can be as for you. You feel good with eating meat, and it's actually even helping you. To feel
yeah,
actually better with your digestion, with whatever. But for me, for example, that wouldn't be a way. I'm more, into like more fruity, vegetables and stuff like that. But I don't need to eat meat often. So it's like that's why I'm asking, because it looks like you could be zero blood type, which is more carnivorous. You know,
yeah.
it,
Well,
it's like
yeah,
so
I heard
similar.
about the blood type diet. I never looked into that, but carnivore worked for me. I'm not staying on it forever, but it worked for me to shed all those unwanted pounds in the stomach area, which causes inflammation and problems, right? But when I'm back into doing more training and going to the gym, I need carbs. Like, but I handle carbs well, right? Like when I'm working out, like now I'm not going to the gym. I'm doing martial arts and stuff. The carnivore diet's working for me. But when I get back into the gym, I'll be adding more vegetables and more fruit back into my diet, right? So because I need them, like I know I do when I go to the gym. Like I couldn't go low carb if I'm training hard, but for a healing, I might do it for 90 days, then start adding the other foods back in.
Yeah. I mean, because your body needs nutrition as well. If you want to carry the energy and work, as a qigong master, then you get to nourish your body as well with the proper food. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, like what Cosmic was saying. Yeah, it is frustrating. I got so many questions too. Like I'm always going through things in my mind, like like some of the stuff that makes sense to me now. I never thought would have. I almost think maybe we do live in a section of the Earth and it's bigger. And we got the ice wall, and we got all the other races that are outside the ice wall, right? And somehow, for some reason, we got trapped in this little container in the center. I don't know, but that makes more sense to me now than everything else. But I don't know. It might not be true. But you know
Yeah.
what I mean? There's so much. Like I think there's truth to everything, but where these ideas come from, right? Like same as imagination. If you thought it, that thought has to come from somewhere. Even if it's from ancient memory, that thought got to come from somewhere, right?
Mm, yeah.
But I
That's
think the
like
Earth
just
is bigger than
exactly as
what I
Cosmic
think. The Earth,
voice.
yeah. I don't know if we ever will or not. That's something's got to happen, though. I don't think we can be controlled forever. But I don't. I don't.
No, I mean, no,
I
it
think
has
all
to
the stuff
stop.
that's.
I mean, at some
I think
point.
all the stuff that's getting all the attention on YouTube now is people talking about white hat, dark hats. I don't think there is no white hats helping. It's all the savior program. I think the same thing, right? We all sit back and wait. Like now, the solar flash is going to happen in 2027. It was supposed to happen in 2024. It's supposed to, you know, end of the world was supposed to happen in 1999. It just there's always dates and dates and dates, and we're waiting for people to tell us, and we sit back and just wait while we continue
Hmm.
to be controlled. And it's getting worse. Like look at the world right now. It's not the same world we lived in 10 years ago. I think
No, not at all.
we shift the timelines to a Earth timeout timeline where it's just all craziness. Everything's just upside down and backwards. Because it is a different world from when I'm going to school and growing up. Like everything looks different. The clouds look different. The sun's a different color. Just nothing looks the same. Nothing is as vibrant and colorful as it was one time either.
No, because again, we went, we changed to, for a simulation. This is not organic reality, it's simulated reality. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that. I think we're in a simulation. Some people don't think that, but I think we are. I think that's why AI is predominant now, and everyone's getting sucked into it because everything it's always been AI. The simulation has always been run by AI.
Yeah.
And they give us
I
surface
mean, there
level
was
AI,
always there was always
and
some
people think,
AI. There are ancient AIs, it was here
"Hmm,
before, even we actually it was out and visible,
yeah."
but it was always there.
Well, some of my old messages I got, I don't have videos of it anymore, but uh, I was picking up in 2011. Like a lot of these spirits or beings that we can say are ETs are on another dimensional level, which is AI tech, and they can use that tech to appear here in our skies. Who's here? I'm just looking at the chats. Oh,
Yeah, kids
can't
is
say that
here
name.
as well.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I think there's like other realms, especially even other versions of the astral realm, where there's like demonic entities. There's different spirits that are connected to AI, and they have technology to come here. And they could be some of the crafts that we see because they have the technology to do so to insert themselves into this timeline.
Mm. Yeah, again, I say this is really like they make people, like, they share the exact date, and that already is suspicious. I don't go for that. If I hear like some exact date or whatever, something is gonna happen. Like no, like this is I don't really believe
Hmm.
that because that's like they make you wait for a miracle. They,
Yeah,
like, oh, this is it's gonna change, you know, there is coming, something
yeah. I
that
like
will
what
save
caused.
you. The
Yeah,
savior syndrome, and everyone is waiting. Yeah, someone else will do the work for me, and someone will come to save me. And this is like illusion. It's just
Oh,
like creating
you froze for
illusion.
a second.
Yes.
Hmm.
So whatever. Anyway, I was spot on. If I froze, it's just
No, yeah,
creating
it's still
an
working. No,
illusion.
what Cosmic Voice is saying, I agree with that too. Like a lot of this, we come from Lyra, and we're this and that. I don't know if there's any kind of truth to it or not, but because I don't know, I never picked up on that personally for myself. But I do. I didn't watch the videos he sent me on Atlantis and stuff yet because I'm going to. But I try to pick up a lot of my own information, and the Atlantis Lemuria stuff that Cosmic is saying in chat is what I resonate with that a lot. I picked up a lot of information over that since being in childhood, right? Like I think we're still going through Atlantis Lemurian War right now. Like I've seen it with they caused something. They went out of phase of our timeline, and they're like leapfrogging through time, causing timeline wars, trying to figure out who was right or who's wrong in it. And that has something to do with might have something to do with how this timeline was created. And yeah, we were more etheric beings at one time. We were
Hope so.
organic intelligence in Lemuria, where we were telepathic and
Mm-hmm.
we did energy work more or less. Oh, you froze again.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm okay.
You're there.
Yeah.
I think, but we talk about Atlantis and Lemuria. I think there was a good Atlanteans too, but I think there was more of the AI faction of it. They tried to become more digital or whatever you call it. And this goes right against everything I used to talk about. I was seeing as they were called lord or rulers, these Atlantean kings, and they ended up becoming what people call the archons now.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of these texts were implanted here through timeline wars to make us think that we are nothing but a loose fireman piece of shit. Hey, you know what I mean? Oh no, the archons rule us. I think a lot of these texts were altered and put here through time travel wars, inserted, inserted the same way that the Bible's changing for people's eyes right now in this timeline.
Oh yeah.
We don't want to focus everything. We don't want to focus everything on ancient texts.
Hmm. And just going through the chat, like what is there,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like really, if it's not real, why so many wars and factions? Mhm.
If it's not real, oh, it is real. We're real. We're here in the flesh, mind, body, and spirit. It's real. What's going on? We just don't know why. Why we are being controlled? Right? Who's controlling us? Why we're in this system of domination and control? Right? But I think it's been going on a long time through all the timeline wars. I think these same beings, there's some kind of dimensional beings that kind of hijacked it. It's been going on for a long time.
Mm. Now I often see, the talks about the Anunnaki, how for
Hmm.
like, and what they are responsible for, what they did, and the connection also, with whatever, with the Antarctica
I
now,
think
like, it's a lot of attention going on there.
I think everything happened here on Earth. I think all the beings were here at the same time at one point. Whether or not the Earth is bigger and we weren't in this container under the dome or whatever people call it, I think all the beings were. Everything happened here. Even though I used to
Mm-hmm.
be into different planets and stuff, but I'm thinking it's like I don't know. We don't know, right? Like I never went there to see, but some stuff kind of
Yeah.
makes sense with the old myths. You know what I mean? Different realms that's within here that we go to other parts of the Earth, like Lord of the Rings and all these things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like Cosmic wrote, my opinion is a lot of the strange forms and beings people see are humans in early development. We went through looking like animal humanoids, and strange forms is not ET for a lot of it.
Well, this is something I don't believe in, but I'm just saying hypothetically, what ifs? Everything's what ifs, right? With me, like I don't have no belief system whatsoever now on anything. But what if it
Mm-hmm.
was? They say like the fallen angels. I actually got messages personally that some of the fallen angels were good, but what if these demonic entities, whatever spirits, look like different alien races like mantids and greys because they devolved from their higher self and they become more animalistic looking as what we perceive as demons here because they devolved from what they were. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
Could be a thing.
could be. There is
That's all the what
always
ifs. You know what I mean? That's what all these what ifs to
what
talk
if
about it. That's just this
exactly.
exploration, right? The more we talk about things, but not have it as though
Mm-hmm.
it's this way or that way, and you got to listen to me, like a lot of people do. But my
Mm-hmm.
main message is always for us to do the work here in the here and now. Like I'm watching, I went through five
Mm-hmm.
dark nights of the soul. I went through all kinds of stuff, and I'm watching people have it every day, and I'm like, I could help them, but people don't want help, right? Like I find they don't want help. So many
Yeah,
are.
I see that cosmic and
Mm-hmm.
spiritual has like some conversation in the chat. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cosmic can come on here and not worry about getting blocked. I guess he questions things and it's perfect. He questions me on my shows. I'm like, that's awesome because I don't know either. Maybe I can learn from I learn from people's chats and what they think. It makes spark something in my mind, right? But I'm
Yeah,
finding a lot of
absolutely.
shows if they don't like what the guests are saying. I mean, the people in the chat compared to the guests, they'll get mad and just block them, right? So I haven't really been going on shows. I went on a few the last couple of days, but I went through like a few weeks. I didn't watch any podcasts at all. But
Mm-hmm.
they're fun to watch sometimes, you know what I mean? I don't mind, but
Yeah, I mean it's great because I mean we can learn a lot from others, even like exchanging the information. There's some things that are new. We are not encyclopedia, right?
but for the regular people, that's where I think my celestial qigong will help because a lot of people are running around on low life force energy, low body wattage. You know what I mean? They're full of inflammation. They get disease, diabetes, cancer, and they could fix themselves just by making small changes each day. Like one of the guys
Absolutely.
I've been following lately, like you don't just go do everything at once. You just maybe pick something to do 5 minutes this day, change one thing the next day, and eventually you're going to change enough where you're going to start noticing that your life goes better, you feel better, your ailments are going away, and plus you get out of that new age crap of law of attraction because if you're doing
Hmm.
your self work outside noise and chaos and you're going within into the void, that's where you're connecting to manifestation. That's where real manifestation happens, right? Not praying and wishing. That's like begging, right? If you line
Yeah.
yourself up right for your days to go right, that's what happens to me. Things will go better for me when I get myself in the right alignment, not wishing and begging and stuff like that. You know what they taught on abundance and attraction and stuff like that. The same as like
Yeah.
people get bought into like this guy's so good of a psychic and a healer that he'll bring your soul shards back and he'll do this and that. Like we can only do that ourselves. Like I will say that. Like it's only we can do that kind of stuff.
Yeah. That's it. There is no one else who will do the work for us instead of us. I mean,
Mm-hmm. And I don't like to step on people's toes by saying stuff like this. It's just I knew this forever. Like you see, people want to charge a ridiculous amount of money to say they're going to remove J seals and etheric implants and chips, and they're charging a bunch of money for it. And because people see that as in awe, the people will, oh, I'll get that done. But if I tell people I'll teach you how to do it for free, I get nothing. No one even wants it, right? So I should just start saying, okay, for $500, I'm gonna blah 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 blah. But no, I wouldn't do that. But like, you don't know if you're moving. If you got implants, I don't even know if people do or not, but if you do have them or think you have them, or an entity attachment or anything, it's all removed the same way. This is how I remove negative energy. You don't got to focus on what it was. Like if I'm doing a scan in the field and I feel something, and I say, okay, there's something here, I'm just gonna get rid of it. We don't need to know if it's an entity, an implant, or anything, right? You felt it. All energy at the smallest level is still energy, right? No matter what. So you just remove it from your field, and that's really how easy it is. It's not complex, right? There's no complexity to it. Actually, healing's really easy. Basically, all you got to say to yourself is, "My body knows how to heal." Like that's the code that you can say to yourself.
yeah, sure. I mean, important is just to start to do the first step.
Hmm.
And I find Qigong is really, really great, how to energize myself. For example, when I do that, just
Yeah.
very
Like,
simple
see,
exercise.
what I'm having a hard time getting out there is I don't even really want to call it qigong, right? Even though that's how I started in it. I do. I think I like the traditional stuff. I'm learning some of it now. I'm gonna take a course just because I like it. But what I do is broken down as a healing modality, more of a healing modality instead of having to learn a bunch of things. Just broken down for specific things, right? Like my level one is 7 movements that you do just standing in one spot or sitting down if you're depending on your mobility. So anyone can do it. And it has its own mix for what it's for, right? Then my level two, it's for how to project your chi energy and how to heal people in person or distant. So it's a heal modality.
Yes, exactly.
But I do the
It's a
what I found
perfect
important
modality.
is I come up with my own version. I come up with my own version of the 5 elements. I think that's quite important.
Yeah,
Working with the
because
elements.
I was about to ask you, like, if you follow like the traditional qigong forms or you have your own, no?
Well, they're not really forms, right? But I
Or
kind of got made them
okay.
into my own. I've been working on this for 20 years. I was just getting information in like sleep time. You know what I mean? Like there was one timeline I went to. I was in Lemuria where they were 12 strand DNA beings, and somehow they fell and they wanted to get back to it. And they were doing stuff like Qigong, but they were working with the elements in nature, connecting telepathically through how we're really supposed to connect, right? And they were, one time they could cut their arm off and grow it back, is what I was seeing. But they were just kind of doing the same thing, you know what I mean? Out in nature, moving their hands just with visualization, bringing energy in, moving negative energy. Because you're connected to organic intelligence that way, right? Because the more you open up the ports in your body and the gates and the energy centers, it's not just about healing. Like if you have good liver energy and it's flowing properly to your spleen, you're going to have out of bodies and astral travel more. But if that's blocked, you're going to be cut off from that and dreamtime societies. So if we're
Yeah.
all messed up and blocked, we're not getting that. Like we're not.
Hmm.
That's how I'm not. I was a few weeks ago. Like clear audience been coming and going with me, but I had it 20 years ago when I started doing this a lot. Like it opens up things for people for themselves.
Hmm. Wow,
Like
that's
we're just so
great.
shut down. That's why I got back to the food. Like the foods they energetically give us and all this modified cornstarch and stuff, it's doing things to our body that's blocking us off. You know what I mean? We're
Absolutely,
running
yeah.
around with low body wattage, like under, I think it's like under
Yes.
40%. We can get like cancers and different diseases. But if you're above that, it's hard
Well,
for
because yeah, if you consume
it's hard
like
for it to get in you.
the
You
dead food, because it's basically dead food what is out there.
Yeah, and we got low. A lot of people running around with low kidney energy, which is life force energy.
Yes, exactly.
Kidney energy is pretty easy to work with. Like I teach
You just said it.
that. Like it's yeah, some activating kidney energy. You can just like tap and massage your kidneys and go up and drop on your heels and opens up meridians to open your kidney energy, right? So that's something I do every morning just for a few minutes. There's all kinds of things, but it's so simple to do, right? But it don't take long. Like if you look at the traditional qigong, like if you look at these movements like 8 piece brocade and all that, it's like man, that's a lot to learn, but they're not really explaining it as a healing modality.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I learned from I learned from the courses that my father did and stuff, but the qigong master that taught the version that I originally learned was he kind of got shunned in China because he was taking the mystique in the big long elaborate courses out of it and turn it to a heal modality and come over here to teach it as a heal modality, saying you don't need to do these big long forms. Just
Mm-hmm.
broke it
Yes.
down.
Yeah, that's it. When you perform this, there are certain forms. Exactly. I
Hmm.
know these brocades, I know five animals and whatever.
I like the traditional 5 animals though. Like I do like it. I did learn them. I used to do them. I may do them again. Like get back into it. But I do like that stuff. You know what I mean? I would never say anything bad about qigong because I do like some of the traditional stuff. But I just think that for everyday learning for healing as a healing modality, people can learn it way easier than having to go and learn all that because they kept it secret in China. They got certain forms, lineage, master, lineage. You got to break the politics out of that, right? Realize that it's because qigong just means energy work. Like you can make up your own
Yeah.
qigong right there, right now. You can, right?
Yeah. That's
You can
it.
just go like this in front of your heart, and so you feel the energy. You're connecting to the element of fire. Start
Yeah.
feeling the warmth between your hands. You can just imagine moving your hands through the flames,
Yeah.
moving the flame over
Exactly. This is
here.
just basic
Match your
stuff, you
breath.
know.
Match your breath. There, you just you know what I mean. You just made up your own qigong movement because you're connecting with the element of fire. You're doing your breathing, your visualization. But you just say you made up your own little movement, saying you're playing with the fire and you're feeling it in your heart.
Yeah.
You're you're doing the same thing. So that's what
Exactly.
I'm trying. Mine is broken down just to simple movements, but I put the theory in it so people learn what organs, what meridians, as well. But I want to make it so people turn it into their own, right? Because you don't want to. I find certain things like Reiki and stuff is so set. Like we don't know where those symbols come from. We don't know where this energy. You're calling on a master you don't know, and that's one thing that yeah, you shouldn't have a lot of qigong and a lot of healing. You're putting your energy outside yourself to an unknown force that you don't know. Even in
Mm-hmm.
traditional qigong, they were saying call upon your master, and they would just call upon a master's energy, but you really don't know what's calling in. Then after my
Mm-hmm.
father passed away, he comes to my mother quite a bit. He said the reason why he passed away when he was doing because he did so much qigong and healing, he was calling on a master's energy outside of himself, and it caused him to get sick. So that's why, even
Yeah.
though I did that same system, I took that whole call upon a master's energy right out of the equation altogether, right? I just call upon, I just say universal energy, my innate DNA smart body, you know what I mean? Or connecting with earth energy, that
Mm-hmm.
not calling on any kind of a deity or a person or a master.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is great because who questions this, when doing
Mm.
Reiki, that there is some symbology and stuff like that. So it's great to really question everything, like where it comes
Well,
from. Yeah.
even traditional, like I'm putting Qigong in with Reiki and all the others. That's why I'm trying to, we want to transcend that a little bit, right? I'm calling that surface level healing that was put here for a reason, but it served its purpose. Now we got to transcend that, bring that higher. So you're taking on your own inner master, your own inner spiritual self level, higher in frequency level than the surface level modalities that we've been doing for so long.
Yeah. Yeah, so Kids is asking how long does it take for Qigong to work? Is it like exercise?
If it's mine, we're looking at 5 minutes. Like it's not exercise, it's movements with visualization and breath work. So I can't. I think I'm too high. Well, like say I do one. You can't see my whole body right here, but I would bring one hand down by my belly button, one hand here, and I would match my breath. Inhale and exhale. Move my hand in behind it. But I'll tell you can visualize a column of light between your two hands that you're going around, whatever color you want. And I try to feel the energy between my two hands as they pass. The more you start feeling energy, you know that you're building it up. But I would like inhale energy into the solar plexus. Then when I exhale, I picture smoke leaving my whole body as negative energy leaving. Right? So you're inhaling the solar plexus. That's where we build our chi. So you're bringing
Yeah.
good energy in, exhale smoke leaving the body. Moving around the column of light helps with your visualization. But doing this is balancing your yin and yang because a lot of times we get sick and out of whack because our yin and yang energies ain't balanced. So just doing what I did there for
Yes.
5 minutes will balance your yin and yang, bring good energy into the solar plexus, which is the lower dantian in qigong. And every time you exhale, you're picturing smoke leaving as negative energy. You're removing negative energy in the body. So they always say
Mm,
work on the whole body as a whole first, right? I gotta do another one where I just bring my arms out wide. I can't really see myself, but my hands would come. You know what I mean? Bring them out to my shoulders and back in. I would
I
just breathe
can
in.
actually feel how you're moving the energy. I can
I
feel
would bring
it.
the energy into the solar
Or
plexus. Same
see
thing. Just as I exhale, I just bring my hands out. Inhale into the solar plexus. Picture smoke leaving the body as it leaves. This one I found was really important when I healed myself. Like I'd work on the body first, forever long I wanted, but just say I had a lung problem, right? Now when I'm bringing my arms out, I would bring energy into the lungs. exhale, picture smoke leaving the lungs. You just do that several times. Or if you have arthritis or a bad knee, just do that. Just do this one again, where you bring your arms out and in. But just picture every inhale, the energy comes into your bad knee. Now exhale, picture smoke leaving your knee as negative energy, going back to the end of the universe to be transformed.
Yeah.
And just like sounds so simple, right? But I had like when I was doing before internet stuff, when I was doing this at different meetings and stuff, when they did have those new age things, because I've kind of went to those groups when it first came out, people were healing themselves right quick, saying they did
Yeah,
it and they
it's
couldn't believe that the
very,
arthritis was gone.
yeah.
And I did a
Everyone has
session
these
on,
healing abilities. Yes.
yeah. Oh, I'm gonna read this. What's he say? Oh yeah, I will. I'll watch that tonight. I was gonna watch it last night, but I fell asleep. But I did a healing session on a woman who was in charge of those groups, and she had to have her foot amputated. In one session, she could smell the smoke that I said is smoke leaving her body, and she went back to the
Hmm.
doctor, and they were like, "We don't know what you're doing, but we don't have to cut your foot off no more. Whatever was there is gone."
No.
So this is when I first got into it. When I first learned it after my father died, and it blew me away that the healings were working so fast. So that's what I got really, I got right into it. Then I got out of it. You know what I mean? Just life got busy, and but I always went back to it when I needed it for myself. Like
Yeah,
to
I
learn to do
mean,
it on someone else, I teach that in my level too. You're just so using your hands. Like it was part of one of my meditations, but I just do it here. You send energy to the solar plexus out to the back. You're going up around the person's body, right? And you're just balancing the energy centers first. Then you just scan, like I'm scanning your head, going down chest, scan the arms. Once you get used to work with energy, you'll feel like either heat sensation or tingling. If I'm coming down, say, side of your head, and I get a snap or a tingle in my hand, I don't question it or double guess or try it again. I was like, okay, there's a blockage here.
yeah,
So
exactly.
I do one of my techniques is sword fingers, where you're picturing
I've
light
heard,
coming up
I've
here.
saw that video, Swore Fingers. Yeah.
Yeah, so I would just hold it, what I mean? I'm opening it. Well, there's different sections of the spine that I open first, but I'd work on the spot by breaking up the energy, right? Then I'm just like reaching in, pulling smoke out of that energy out of your body, throwing it back to the universe, right? So I'm just like throwing it out. Then you can use your hand to send the energy back in. Then I would do the whole going around the body again, just to balance out the energy when I'm done the session. But I would scan other places. If you just wanted, some people just want to know if they got blockages to remove them, or else if they have a specific problem, I'll just work on that problem. Like if they had a heart problem, the heart, I always work from the back, right? Not the front. I don't want to send energy right directly into the heart, so I'll work from the back side. So I would just open up the spine section where your heart would be, open up the spine section, right? Then just the heart's the easiest to heal. And one of the things that works for the heart the best is you stand behind the person, you're just making a heart shape with your hand. You know what I mean? You're sending healing energy into the heart and clearing out the negative energy. So the more you do the work, build up your own chi, you're going to have more healing
Yeah,
energy work on someone
absolutely.
else, right?
I,
Because the more, say I was doing breathing out of the universe, from breathing energy in the solar plexus and exhaling, the more you do it, we're going to fill our solar plexus with chi energy. So we got it's full, right? So then you keep
yes.
doing it, it's going to store deep in behind it. And that's your guardian chi. So if your chi energy runs down, you got your guardian chi to keep you going. You're not going to waste too much of your energy healing someone else. Because a lot of people say, "Oh, you're healing somebody, you're going to take your own energy away," but you're not. Because you got a guardian chi built up because you're doing your practice every day, even if it's only 5 minutes. You're going to keep that guardian chi full.
Yes, absolutely. Actually, I can feel that as well. I feel that energy, when I'm scanning someone, I can feel that as
Mhm.
well.
Yeah.
Mhm. So yeah,
Check
if
the
you
comment
if you
here.
start working with that, I mean, you can move the energy from one part of your body to another. Yeah. So
Oh,
kids has
this
another
person was saying,
question.
can you
Yeah.
damage your etheric body? No, no, you don't. You can't damage it. I don't think not with what I do. You can't. You're not damaging it. I don't. You can't. because we're not really working with our etheric body. We're working with the human ultimate blueprint design of the multiverse because we're all built to heal ourselves and heal others, right? So we're working within the construct of the mechanics, but that's in the body that we live in.
Yeah.
But what I got into
So
doing, I got a thing out trying to teach people how to astral travel and have out of bodies. I got a whole thing put together just from my own experiences of what worked for me, right?
yeah, tell us.
Well, yes, because if you do certain meditations before you go to bed, you're clearing out all the energy centers, right? We don't want them blocked. Then we got I go out of the body 2 different ways, so I'll work on different sections. Like I'll work on like crown chakra, uh, solar plexus, in that work. But I'll work in the spleen energy too, right? So I call it three
That's very
points.
important as well. Spleen is the
Then you can,
gatekeeper as well
yeah.
for
Then you
the
want to bring
energy
it down to
flow.
the, yeah, you want to bring it down to the Earth star below your feet too, because a lot of times we can access the crystalline structure of Earth's akashic records, right? That can help us use our astral travel to go timelines to see our past lives or whatever. There's not a lot to it, but I gotta try to remember I never looked at it for a while since I wrote everything out. There's a whole whack of stuff that I do, right? But you start doing that work for yourself, you're gonna when you go to sleep, you can connect to, I call it dreamtime societies, right? Because we connect there the same as we do with astral.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on
Yeah.
here?
Do we really rest? Actually, it looks like we never rest because even when we sleep, we go elsewhere to do another
Mm-hmm.
work.
Yeah. I drink my coffee all. Some left. Etheric body, yeah, it is important healing the body here. I'm just saying that we can use the body that we're here without, we're not going to damage our etheric body because we're using the mechanics with this within the avatar we're in. But that goes to my astral travel stuff, like where you're getting etheric body. Like you can do ultimate if people want to get that into that. Like with my astral out of bodies and astral travel, they're weird because people talk about astral travel. I don't know how they do it, but I go to different places. But if you can connect to your dream time societies where you're aware and you're like ultimate healing can happen from dream time. That's why I'll heal. That's why I say do the morning work, right?
Yeah.
You're still connected to that. Whether or not we're going to our etheric body in dream time. I know I did before, where I was just a silhouette of myself, right?
Oh yeah.
So you can bring that back
Absolutely.
into here.
So when you
You have a lot of
travel,
experiences, but they're hard to explain, right?
you travel like consciously. You know where do you go, or just, if you have it under control. That's what I mean.
A lot of times it's not under control. No,
Yeah, that's why I'm asking
like
actually.
well, out of body is an out of body is different than astral travel. An out of body is kind of like a controlled NDE, right? You go into the same place. I was just reading this again. My curve print.
Hmm. Yeah, because you feel it even on a physical level, whatever is happening, even when you're outside of your
Yeah,
body, your
I
physical,
had that experience.
you feel that, you have these marks and bruises and whatever, you know?
Well, I had
Yeah.
these. I had what he's talking about happen to me too. It's one I don't talk about on shows. It was I got up when I finally come back into my body and get out of bed. I was pissed off. I was like, "You get back here, you motherfuckers!" Like I was gonna whatever entities, but I was gonna destroy them. Right? Like I was. I don't know for some reason if entities come, I do fight them and I attack them. But they got me one night, and I know I weren't
Hmm.
physical. It weren't my body. It weren't there, but I was feeling it in my body in sleep paralysis in bed. While it felt like I was somewhere else. So yeah, that probably was the etheric body. Yeah, that makes a lot of
Hmm.
sense. No,
Yeah,
but I'll go out of
that's
body where I'm in my room. I'll go out of body. I'm in my room. Sometimes I can't move. Sometimes I got to try to bring clarity to myself so I can start moving around. And sometimes I can't. I can't go through the walls. They're still dense. Depends on my vibration, right? Like I can touch my desk and it's still physical. Everything. I think we're more real there than we are here, the way I see it. Because sometimes I'm scared that I was dead and I didn't want to come back, right? But then I'm walking around, I'm almost smiling like, holy fuck, I feel good. I feel light. You know what I mean? Like Then other times I can go back to my hometown. I can be at my mother's house. I can be outside in the yard. Other times I'll appear like out in the yard here and look up in the sky and see different planets in our sky that we don't see here. Or else I will go to for a while I was going to different realms of where there was like fairies and elves and vampires and werewolves and demons
Wow.
and just all these different constructs of all these. Like we have us here, there's a construct here that had them here, and there was like portals and gates that go to each one of them that they're all operating in. So I was kind of going to those spots for a while. Oh, is Etheric the fourth or fifth dimension?
Mm-hmm.
Saying
Yeah,
what dimensions, I don't know, because I never had. I just see them as places. I don't know about dimensions or densities. But I was to me fourth. The fourth does seem right to me. Like it does seem
I
like
wouldn't
we are going
even
to the fourth
say.
dimension.
I wouldn't even
But
say about the dimension, it's just ether as an element. And
yeah,
etheric as itself, it's a form of energy. I wouldn't even, I don't know how to even classify it, about, which dimension. Yeah.
well, this ain't nothing I come up with, but there is a lot of old teachings that say the fourth is the astral. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or etheric. In the fifth dimension, we're back to physical. But I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if there's truth to that. But that was in a lot of studies and teachings. You know what I mean from the past.
That really depends,
See, I don't
but
even
I
know.
wouldn't
Like some of the
put it into the
I go out.
box
I had
like
astral,
this.
like I'll have astral travels where I'm in a completely different world altogether, and nothing like here. But I don't know where that is. Like I don't know where it is. Right. Then
Mm-hmm.
then we have I have a lot of lucid dreaming where I can become completely aware in a dream, and I'm in my city and I'm running across the bridge real fast. I can jump and leap, then I can fly. Right. Like, and they're pretty fun. I try to stay in it, but I'll get snapped back awake. But I'm like, no, no, I want to stay a little bit longer. So I don't know how lucid dreaming ties into astral. I think it's very. I think you're very close. I think like closely beside each
Yeah.
other. I
Yeah,
haven't
so
had another
why don't
body
we
in.
have those abilities? Why we don't have these abilities here, in this human body?
Yeah.
That's like sort of, like pity.
Oh, so if you can go anywhere, is it also fake? I don't know. It could be. But what I'm saying is, when I had different out of bodies, I went outside of this construct altogether, where we are into what I would call real space, the void. I think our
Mm,
construct is. I think our construct, is. I don't want to say fake or if it's all completely hijacked, or maybe it is.
yeah. So Cosmic says, Jay,
Yeah, I
the
know.
etheric body is not the astral body. They are two separate things.
Yeah, my etheric body's right here. I think. Who would know, right? I know the etheric body ain't the astral body,
Okay.
but I went to somewhere where it weren't my astral body either, and it was more like an etheric body, and that was completely outside of this construct. But that's just how I seen it, right? That's what happened to me. I'm not saying it's what it is. Astral body is different than out of body. When I go out of body, when I'm in my room, I'm in my body, just a different body that's more real than the one laying back there on bed, right?
Mm. So yeah, don't believe what Google tells you. There's something on it as well.
Hey, yeah,
Yeah,
I wouldn't ask
the
Google anyway. I
yeah,
wouldn't
but
ask
because
Google.
Google or Chat GPT,
Mm.
there was like the early comment, about this Chat GPT and asking all the information to AI, and just,
Hmm. I know we got
instead of
talking about this stuff
connecting
tonight, but that's
with
why I said I keep
AI,
talking about all this stuff.
connect with
What?
spirit. That's it. Yeah.
So I can only talk about my own experiences, right? Where I went to and what I seen. That's why I don't talk about it a whole lot because everyone has their own ideas about things, right? Like I don't care if some old spiritual guru in ancient tech said it was this way, and if I just seen something for myself this way, I'm not gonna say I'm wrong because someone said this, right? And I'm not telling people that what I see is right either. Just what meant for me, really. That's why I kind of get out of talking about all this stuff, right?
No,
I
we're
just want to
just
talk about
exchanging.
people
We are
can
just
help themselves
exchanging
better. Yeah,
information. It's like
no, but that's
we
why I
do
want to get
can.
into here. We live here. I want people to heal themselves and do better here because everything about all the other stuff can go on. But if you're gonna live a horrible life
Yeah.
here, then it don't fucking matter, right? They don't, right? Like you look at all the so-called gurus out there, they know everything. This right with this alien race, this SSB, that, but they're sitting home crying and integrating their altars, feeling bad for themselves. There's no point in that.
Well, yeah, it's a little bit hard said, but yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I get it. So we've been going.
I'm a galactic commander on the moon. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, great.
I don't know if these are overlay systems. I think we could have overlay systems in dream worlds too. I don't know, but it's pretty cool. Like I was completely aware where I was on a place that they were saying was Mars underground, and they were trying to activate air chambers to release the atmosphere. But that could be like a. I never put much thought into that. Like, I'm like, could have just been I could have been lucid, right? That could be a lucid dream where I was aware, but it weren't real, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I take it all with a grain of salt because my dreams are pretty fucked up sometimes, right? So,
Yeah, I mean, always something, like telling you, indicating something for you. I
mhm.
don't believe that all of things is just happening just like that, like a bullshit,
Yeah,
all those signs and all what you're experiencing, right?
yeah.
So I
I'm not
believe
seeing a lot
that's
of things right now,
significant.
but about a
And I
month
just
ago, I
say
was like,
explore.
oh,
It's about exploring.
yeah. I think there's entities around us, but I'm not seeing them right now. But about a month ago, like I would see eyes with big eyelashes floating across my room. But
So yeah.
the other night, I did wake up and there was a energetic energy form, an apparition beside me. That was the first time I ever seen that. It was just like
Wow.
pixelated, just like a pixelated something. It was just at the end of my
Yes.
bed.
Uh-huh. Yes, pixelation. Mm-hmm. Okay, sounds familiar. Okay. Mm, please
Don't know what
share.
it was. You know what I mean? Like I'll have things go on like that, and I don't freak out, or else I don't go, oh my god, I seen something. I'm just like, I'm to the point now. I'm like, hello, okay, you're not gonna tell me who you are, and then I guess it don't matter. But all right, you know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's like
I just
something
let it go. I just okay, yes, there
coming
was
up
something there, but I don't
from
know what it is.
from elsewhere, just saying hello or whatever. Just entering the simulation, popping up,
Well,
and then
I I think that there's things around us always, all the time, and the veils there that have been blocking us from. I think what say people say thin of the veil or all this stuff. I think what's going to happen is it's just going to come down, whether it's simulation or not, and we're going to see what was always there. I think there's all kinds of things there that we don't see because we only perceive so much incoming light. There could be all kinds of things out there right now going on that we don't see it. We're only seeing what we see.
no, no, because there's
Like that,
another. There are already some filters, that they're just we see only what we want to see, and there is
I had
a
one.
lot,
I had,
much more around.
well, one of my lucid dreaming things. I don't know if it's lucid dreaming or what. But I was here in this realm, but I was out of my body. But being aware, uh, that I was showing that the giants are still here. We just don't see them.
No, they
And
are here.
but what was
They
showing
are.
me was when there's still wars going on and stuff that we don't see going on outside of different frequencies. That when these giants are at war or running by us, they're causing the storms and wind. Like we
Yes,
just think it's a windstorm, but it's being caused by things that we don't see.
I think, yeah, you're right. And there are giants here. They're just actually waking up, many of them. And I think also these people, that are into Antarctica stuff and stuff into this technology, that there's also It's connection with giants as well, because they are in these stasis chambers, and now they're trying to wake them up, and some of them are already awake, and to take their DNA or whatever, do these experiments, and just like it's crazy. There are giants in many locations. If you I don't know if you listen sometimes, exopolitics, Dr. Michael
No,
Sala. Sometimes I used to. I really like it because he's bringing also very interesting guests.
yeah, yeah.
So
I
yes,
well,
they are
Cosmic
here.
Voices talking about Rudolph Steiner again. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go watch those because if it might help me, I guess, if I'm kind of resonating on some of the stuff that he said. I should watch all that stuff. I think I will. I'm gonna put it
Yeah.
on tonight. Yeah,
Yeah.
when I get into
So
listening to stuff, I like putting it on when I'm going to bed because I'll listen to it for half an hour and
make
then
a note.
maybe next thing.
Make a note. Rudolf Steiner, and before you know, you have some homework to do, Jay.
Yeah, in terms of Giants, like I don't know anything about it, like, but I had experiences where I seen them in stasis as well,
hmm
like in dream time.
Yeah, it's interesting that you say cosmic, like Michael Sala, big red flag. So yeah.
I like, yeah, Michael Sala and there's some of the guys that are popular that I found it interesting there a few months ago when they're all fighting with each other. Like, come on, guys, like, why are we fighting with
hmm
each other? Right? Like him and Ishmael Perez were having it out. Then Ishmael said that they were getting along. Then Michael Sala put a video out saying Ishmael can go fuck himself. You know what I mean? They're all like, these guys are supposed to be helping us and supposed to be in the know, but they're just fighting with each other over information. And I'm like, that's ridiculous.
hmm Yes, yes, I noticed actually that that one you
Well,
mentioned, that
Rob had
doesn't
Ishmael on the
resonate.
show.
The
Rob had
Ismail,
Ishmael
no,
Perez.
that's not
What?
really my way to go, because I realized that he's a manipulator. And that one mentioned in the comment, like the another one, so that's also like being hijacked. So that's just my opinion, guys, because it
Hmm.
doesn't resonate with me, like what they say, what they share, and how they fight
Well,
each other. This
yeah.
is it.
Oh,
That
I watched.
actually.
Well,
So
I
thank
watched the
you.
original Ishmael with Kerry Cassidy, and that was just brutal. You know what I mean? If you're wrong, you're wrong. I watched it for the entertainment of it.
Mm. So yeah, you
And it
see,
wasn't like this when YouTube first came out and I was watching people that weren't like this. Everyone got along. You had the Andrew Bartzes and you had, different people. And they went on shows and they discussed and put up good information nicely, even though it went against each other, but they just discuss it. And that stuff it was good stuff out there. And it weren't until I don't think it was
hmm
until like 2020 or so before all the gurus come out and started I'm right and fighting. It got worse. That's why I say we're in an earth crazy house upside down right now. Everything's kind of upside down and backwards, right? And it's not going to
yeah.
get
So
better. It's not getting
you
better
see,
on that level.
this infiltration into this community, how they keep, people divided and fight each other. This is insane. This oblivion going on. It's like I even don't question if it is or not. It is part of
Yeah.
this project. This all the time, this separation and division, and people, even spiritual, so-called spiritual, fighting each other.
Well, anyone
You
that
know.
anyone that I followed and I thought like all these guys know what they're talking about, I ended up not because they'd always do something and I'm like, okay, there's something wrong here. Like one of my guys that I followed for years, I liked his information, it resonated with me. He come right on
hmm
his show and told everyone to get the shot. You know what I mean?
Ah,
You listen to your government. And I
okay.
read that, I'm like, oh my God, 20 years of listening to you and you're saying this now? I'm like, okay, that's it for me. You know what I mean? Like, why? If they know all this stuff, they know better than not to go and tell everyone to do that.
Yeah, and I agree with you, spiritual, with this. What you wrote. I agree, because I feel it that way. It's just about if it resonates with you or not. If it does, feel free to follow. I mean, I'm not judging. It's just we are now expressing our opinion, how we feel about that. It doesn't resonate. So, yeah.
I don't. There's no one I really follow right now. No one. I kind of got out of that because they all kind of. threw me through a loop where I'm like, I can't. Even though I liked them before, it's like I don't know more. Like it's try not to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and also Russell Brand. I mean, it has been already some time. And then I watched his videos, so
Well, he'll probably be in the files as well. So because Joe Dispenza and a bunch of them are in the Epstein files, like some of the, you know what I mean, the famous ones. They're
mm, yeah. I mean, if they have really, really huge amount of followers, like millions, and they do this big marketing, so obviously then you get to question like who is behind it and who is actually fueling it, because it's like if you make someone such a big guru, obviously there is something on it. And I'm not saying that he didn't help. He helped people, actually. They helped in some way who needed it.
yeah.
That's great. But again,
Well, he
just
did.
I'm questioning stuff.
Well, Joe Dispenza stuff did help me at one point. I was listening to his shows when I was trying to come out of a last dark
Yeah,
night of the soul, and it did help. So
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. They helped us on at some point on our journey with their wisdom and with what they shared. Absolutely.
I
But
think
again,
that.
now lots of things coming up, and they're just human as just as we are, right?
Well, I think what we're living in a realm where we are the fallen with all the other fallen. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
I
it got
think they're
so
now showing up. Now
so
you can
bad
see
in the
them.
base reality that was like, okay, I don't know, maybe we all got shifted into here until we can
Mm,
resolve this, resolve karma or whatever it is, like for all the evil.
yeah.
I don't know. It feels that way. Feels more like ancient myths to me. Like we are in a hell realm. You know what I mean? We are in the upside down, the underworld.
Well, that's why we get to make it heaven on earth again. That's we have the opportunity at least to change something. We don't want to stay like in a hell. Literally, it's like not where we're supposed to live or be or exist. Okay,
Mm.
so
It's been going on for a long time, ain't it? It's like, what do we do?
yeah.
I think my main message is all we can do is the best that we can right here and now, and for ourselves.
Yeah, and we can always just, do, and we try to do the best as we can, in each moment, based on our level of awareness, on level of understanding. So, because it's all
I'm just
about
reading the comment.
understanding.
Who?
Yes.
Oh, spiritual ascension. Who's fallen and trapped mentally? I am. No, could be.
Oh,
I don't know. I
no,
don't know who she was talking about.
no,
Who
no,
she's talking about
no,
there.
no.
And this was somebody that we were talking about. She's bringing up. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe, about some big gurus, but anyway. Uh,
But I am trapped.
I,
I am trapped in a sense. There is a trap that I am in right now. Like I think
I
it's
mean,
put
yeah,
on me.
we are.
There's something put on
Like,
me. So I'm stuck in this
Cosmic
trap
Road
of,
Joe. Cosmic Road Joe.
oh, Joe. But I am still. I'm making my days better, like I said, to what I'm doing. But I'm still in a trap system where I can't break out of. It's the trap of underabundance. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I think abundance. We always have food. We always got enough to get by. But the fact where I have to slave every day in my job, where I'm so sore and tired, I can't. You know what I mean? Break my body rate off just to try to make sure family has food. Like there got to be another way easier that we can get out of that. So have all that stuff without having to put so much hard work and taking time away from ourselves.
Yeah,
That's the
it's
deal.
important. Take your time for yourself because you are the priority. No one else, not the distraction out there, but you and your life, your reality. Where do you want to go, or what you
But
want to do?
I don't see it as a trap though. Like before I did, that was mentally. So now when I got in the morning, if I'm doing my morning work, like I prepare myself before I go out
Mentally,
for the
yeah.
day. I go out and conquer the day and have a better time with it now, and it makes my day better because I'm having a better time with it, and I don't let other people run over me or put me down or steal my energy either. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is it because it's important to acknowledge everything is energy and to learn to protect it because
Yeah.
your energy is precious. I mean, you're not here to feed the others, you know? Set your boundaries. I mean, set your protection, your shields, because this is it. I mean, now is the time, like to claim the power, claim your power. I mean, you're not you know, that
See, a
helpless
lot of
and
people,
powerless. Come on.
I
Yeah.
see people as powerless when they're at work. They think that the people, the millionaires that got the money building these condos, like they'll look down on people and put them down. People are scared to lose their jobs or do whatever they say. I'm not like that anymore. I say be a warrior, be an ancient warrior in modern times. Like I don't care who that guy is. If he puts me down, I'm gonna beat the fucking shit out of him. You know what I mean? It's like nope, nope, not putting up with you. Like I don't care who you are. Like if you got that kind of attitude, you kind of got to right. Then they actually they treat you better, right? Because it's like I don't give a fuck about your house. I'll just quit, go home right now. Like you gotta have I kind of had to bring that attitude in instead of being scared. Oh, I'll do this for you, master. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people are stuck in the system of paying their bills. Are scared to lose their job. Like I'll quit a job tomorrow and go get another one next day. Like don't bother me one bit, right? Like I'm not gonna let people run over me, belittle me, belittle me in everyday life. So we have to have that. We have to have that about ourselves. And what a lot of
Yeah.
new age taught was everything's all love and light. No, we can't.
No,
No, we
it's
got to be
not.
both. We got to be both,
Not
really.
really.
Like I mean, we got
Yeah,
to be both.
there's
Can't let people run over you, and you got to and like I'll go help all these people at the same time. You know what I mean?
yeah. Those are the some really eyes opening, eye opening lessons. I mean, yeah, it's
Mm.
not everything that good, as they're picturing. Yeah. But anyway, it's good to keep the positive mindset and positive thinking in life because it helps you move forward easier. It's like,
I call it being in the sacred neutral all the time. Not too
yeah, the
happy, not too
neutral,
sad.
no attachments. Yeah,
Be
no
right here.
attachment.
Like some people, like I even had people told me that no matter what's going on, they're like, "What you changed? Like you don't have no emotion." I call it like Bruce Lee said, "Be the emotionless motion." Right. By the way, I love Bruce Lee's philosophy. It was amazing. His stuff's amazing. I got his book. I had it for 30 some years. I'm gonna go back and read it again. I don't read it for the martial arts. I read it for all of his philosophy stuff that he puts in it.
Mm, so yeah. Hi, it's really
Yeah,
interesting.
I
We've
lucked
been
out.
going. Yeah,
No, Cosmo talking about leaving his job because of that. I lucked out because I was self. I was
yeah,
I'm basically self-employed, right? But I do work for people, right? So I during that I only had one person told me I couldn't go to the job, and I was like, oh yeah, that's fine because there's other people that I could. So I didn't have to worry about that.
yeah. I mean, you decide and you don't have to follow the crowd. You stand out. Do what feels right for you. I mean, stand your
But I find
ground.
when you worry about
Fuck the
stuff and your
others.
bills and money, things get worse. If you don't worry about it and just say everything's gonna work out, it does. You notice no matter how hard of a time you had in your life, it changes. It gets better again. You look back and you're like, why did I worry about that? Because when we worry about stuff, maybe 10% might be true. The other 90% we worried about it for nothing.
Yeah, this is it exactly. Just where you focus your energy,
Hmm.
because there is, least useful bucket that is 80% and that is 20% left for most useful bucket. So where are you putting
There's
your
something.
focus, your energy, to the least useful or most useful? Because it's most of the time it's waste of the energy actually.
Mhm.
Is that least useful. It's
Someone
like
was
just,
talking about today on here
yeah,
about
nothing.
being in crowds and having your energy siphoned and being around people just stealing your energy or else. You know what I mean? People talk about that a lot. Our energy's in our hands, like through qigong. So what I tried it and it worked for me. This isn't my stuff. I learned this somewhere. Can't remember now. But when you're going out
Absolutely.
into places, you close your pointer finger to your thumb,
Mm-hmm.
hold your hand
Yeah.
to your side, walk like that when you're in the room, and it stops any. You're not gonna allow any of that energy coming into you, and no one else is gonna steal your energy. You're closing that off to those 2 points,
Yeah, because you're close circle.
and it
You
works. I
you
just want to bring
close
that up
your
because I
circuit.
I used to do that, and I'm like, man, that works. You know what I mean?
I mean, there, yes, some simple, things to follow if you do that, just, it's like even with the power of intention.
Yeah, this could just because you're thinking this might not do anything, but it might because it's in your mind that by doing this you're stopping it, but really you're stopping it yourself because you put that thought there. But
Yeah, but
visualization, don't matter what you do, it works. So
yeah, but even this is very easy to follow. No, just
yeah, easy to follow. Yeah,
yeah. So okay, I think let's say so.
yeah.
But
We've been
anyway,
going for a
I've
while,
been
so we
yeah.
can end
So
it
we
now.
can yes, we can end it. So uh, I've put your
Eh,
website to the description.
Okay,
Celestial Energy, celestialenergy.net,
.net.
I think.
Yeah, .net. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I put it there and also your YouTube channel. So it's this like
Okay.
celestial energy work and um, next level ascension 26 on
Yeah,
our YouTube
I'm still that's still in
channels.
the back burner. I'm gonna see if I want to do anything with that or not. I don't know yet.
Okay, so yeah,
And thanks for having me on.
subscribe.
That was
Yeah,
great.
subscribe. Yeah, just leave us some comments. Don't forget to hit the love button, like the video,
Yeah,
and
I'll like
see
the
you
video when I go off.
soon.
When
Yeah.
I get to YouTube, I'll hit
Thank
the
you
like
very
button.
much, Jay, for
Okay, you
coming.
have a good
And
night, and everyone in the chat, thanks for coming by. We'll all talk
yes,
soon.
have a good night. Have a good night, and thank you very much for watching. Take care.
Exactly.
Yeah, bye.
Okay. Okay. Bye. How do I get out of here?